Welcome back to Pace Law Firm, talking with Johan Rossells, the Executive Director of BIAPH, which is the Brain Injury Association of Peel and Halton. They have some fundraisers coming up, which we'll talk about. But first, Johan, maybe for people that don't know, what is BIAPH? What do they do? Who do they help?
Well, we help people in our community that are living with the devastating effects of an acquired brain injury.
Okay.
An acquired brain injury is really anything that happens to you after birth. So it can be traumatic from an accident. It can be from a stroke, drowning, a severe allergic reaction. So it comes in all shapes and forms.
Yeah, right now it's big in sports. I know
Yes.
they talk about it all the time with concussions or worse.
Yes.
And there's a lot of people dealing with that. So Brain Injury Association of Peel and Halton, what are your locations in Halton? Who are you servicing there?
Well, we service all of Peel and Halton, and it is Mississauga, Brampton, Georgetown, Burlington, Oakville. So we have a huge, big area to service with very limited resources.
I'll bet. Just talk about the services that you do provide.
Well, we have monthly support groups for brain injury survivors and caregivers, because we realize that the caregivers are also very, very affected by the effects of the acquired brain injury. And most of the people that have an acquired brain injury, after they are rehabilitated in hospitals, they are released back to their families.
Okay. And then, so by caregiver, we're not necessarily talking about professional medical staff.
No, we're talking about their loved ones, the people that care about them, that live with them, being, their spouses, significant others, children, parents.
I understand.
Yeah.
You were telling me prior to the interview that you don't receive actually any government funding at all, so it's all up to outside sources that you can fundraise yourself. Tell us a bit about the fundraisers you have coming up.
Okay, and we have a fundraiser, the golf tournament, on May the 11th at Halton Golf and Country Club.
Okay.
And all the proceeds from this tournament goes to our Caregiver relief program, which is separate from our support groups, because we realize that, as a family, it's very challenging very often to live with a brain injury survivor, because their personality have changed. It's lots of frustrations, behavioral issues. So the caregivers, they get exhausted. So at this point, they can apply, and we could give them some limited hours of a personal support workers coming into their home.
Excellent.
And do an activity with the survivors, then allowing the caregiver to go out and maybe just go shopping or just have a couple of hours for themselves.
Have a bit of a life.
Have a bit of a life, yes.
Okay.
And we wish we could expand on this program, offer more, because it's a real need out there.
Okay. And what else do you have coming up?
Oh, yes. And then we have our corporate fundraiser, and that's coming up on June the 20th. And it will be at Harbor Banquet and Conference Center in Bronte Harbor in Oakville.
Okay.
And this is actually our main corporate fundraiser to keep our organization going. Because as I said, the golf tournament, it goes into a separate account, everything for the Caregiver Relief Program. So by supporting the corporate fundraiser, you're actually allowing us to continue with our support groups, have an infrastructure of an office, maintaining our website, and have some kind of overhead and administration that we need to keep the organization going.
Excellent. How can people get in touch, and how can they maybe give you some money and donate?
Well, they can go onto our website, www.biaph.com. That's BIAPH for Brain Injury Association Peel Halton. And we have our corporate sponsorship program. There is a Donate Now button. We are always looking for people able to donate to our silent auctions. And they can buy tickets for our events.
Excellent. Johan Rossells, the Executive Director of BIAPH. Did I get that right?
Yes, you did.
I was bragging. Johan Rossells, the Executive Director of BIAPH, which is the Brain Injury Association of Peel and Halton. Make sure you visit biaph.com, click on the Donate Now button, and donate some funds to them. And visit us again at pacelawfirm.com, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.